Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? Hey, well done to Kim Fleming last night, who we had on the Care Managers Inner Circle. Hey, you haven't had some ukulele. You haven't been subjected to ukulele in a while. So here we go. Chim chimmery, chim chimmery, chim chim chim. A sweep is as lucky as lucky can be. Chim chimmery, chim chimmery, chim chim chim. Up, up, when I shake hands with you. Or blow me a kiss, that's lucky too. There is more, but that's all you're getting. So how are you all, you crazy cats? Well, last night we had Kim Fleming on, and what a fantastic woman, real resilience. And of course, she then reposted her a little post that she did some weeks ago about the day in the life of a care manager. And at the moment, as we all know, it is pretty much unrelenting. The key thing I'm just keen for everyone to understand is that it's not forever. And I think mentally, there's a number of things that we can all help ourselves. And funnily enough, I've never fed on my military experience as much as I have now. So for all of you out there who are thinking, you know, this is tough, this is probably one of the toughest times which I've ever experienced, but also I'm feeding on previous experience, knowing that, you know, I got through that situation. So, you know, my goodness, I can get through this situation. And it's all about, there's absolutely 100% it's all about mental state. And one thing which I'm doing at the moment is finding humor in just about everything. It's pretty dark humor at times, but my goodness, it gets me through. And the time which I start thinking, and we're all human, it's all human nature. The moment you start to feel sorry for yourself is the moment that literally I give myself a kick up the bum. And say I'm having none of it, because it absolutely does not help. And once it gets in, it sets in like a rot in your organization, more importantly, in your head. And that's why if I get up in the morning and I'm feeling particularly sort of down or low, or I'm thinking I'm not particularly looking forward to today or the challenges that are ahead, one thing which I will never, ever do is I will never vocalize that. I will never say to my lovely wife, Jo, I'll never say, oh, I'm not looking forward to today. Because once it leaves your mouth, you hear it yourself, and then your brain will give you every reason to support that. So your brain's a bit like Google, you see. This is one thing I've explained it in the past, is that you can ask Google anything, and it will give you an answer. Equally, if your brain hears you feeling sorry for yourself or starting to moan or have a drain on the situation, then it will give you every single reason to support you in that. So if you're thinking, I'm having a real tough time, it'll go, yeah, you're absolutely right, because didn't turn up, and you've got to do another night duty, and you still haven't got a chef, and the following, and you'll end up completely and utterly reinforcing the whole situation on why it is a bad situation. And actually, you can stop it dead in your tracks, and it's all about reframing. So at the moment, the way I'm reframing it is that, you know, the situation we find ourselves in, every single person, every single care home, every care organization is going through it. So this isn't unique to us. It is just something that we've got to get through. But my goodness, you know, we're better than this, and we are going to get through it. And I've literally mentally written off the next month or so, whether it be the next few weeks or the next month, in terms of, because one thing I learned is you do what you've got to do. Whatever you've got to do, you do it. And so if it means I've got to go in and do shifts, if it means I've got to go and do, so this weekend, we still don't have, so, you know, this weekend, myself and Joanne, we're going to be in and we're going to do the cooking, because we still haven't got a chef. And what makes it even worse, guys, right, check this out. I've got to tell you, I've got to share this story. So we get a chef. We actually get a chef. Fantastic guy. We're talking, oh my God. And this is how good he was. You're right here. Come closer, right? This is how good he was. He was so good, we gave him more than he was asking for. Woo! That's it in terms of hourly rate, because I thought, you're absolutely fantastic. And if you're going to stay, brilliant. You can see where this story is going. So, of course, you know, week after week, I've said, you know, have you given your notice in? and we were sort of on radio, you know, radio silence was going on, and he didn't turn up for a couple of shifts and didn't turn a couple of shadow shifts, and he said, oh, I'm just, you know, we're still trying to work things out with him, and we even got the references. So I was starting to get a bad feeling about this, and then so we went on week after week after week after week, and I said, you know, is this guy, is he actually giving his notice in to his current employer? Anyway, we've been spun a yarn. You can see where this story's going. Anyway, and the irritating thing is, in the last 2 weeks, I've had two chefs who came along, two cooks, two chefs, whatever you want to. And I had to turn to say, look, I'll show you around by all means. I'll have a chat with you, but regrettably, I can't offer you the job because this guy's already, you know, we've already offered it to someone else. Anyway, this morning I got that email that we all love, say with regret, I won't be taking up the appointment. Oh my God, I was just like, There's nothing you do about it. And even the team said, are you going to send him an email or a text? Initially I said, yeah, but no, I'm not. It serves absolutely no purpose at all, apart from you're venting your fury or my disappointment. I'm too professional to vent any fury, but I put my disappointment. I thought I'm not even going to give him the time or, you know, any more of my energy. So I'm going to focus in on what we can do. So straight away I got an ad out, and you feel so much better because you're taking action. And one thing I learned in the forces, which is taught to all of us, is however bad the situation, always have a plan. Always have a plan and some decisive action at that moment in time. It might be the wrong plan, but it doesn't matter as long as you have. So as long as you make a decision, and that is the most. So don't get paralyzed with lack of decision making. Always make a decision. You don't always have to stick to that, but make a decision and start to implement that plan, because your plan will always change. And at the moment, when you take action, you feel 1,000 zillion times better. And you can brief that to your team, and always be upbeat. You know, when you're on the phone, there's ways on the phone. If you get to your phone, as I phoned just before, and I said, how are you guys? How are you doing? You've got to be upbeat. You've got to be, and don't give an opportunity for people then to come back and say, like, actually, you know, it's pretty. You've got to allow people to vent, and you've got to allow people to speak how they feel. But always be upbeat. It makes a massive difference. Your whole day will be determined on the energy you can pump into a room when you enter into the main office. And if you go in there and you say, oh God, what have we got today? I can tell you now, you've just sucked the energy and the life and the negativity out of that room. But if you go in there and go, right, let's have a fantastic day. Okay, let's do this, right? Okay, major challenges that we're going to overcome are the following. And that was like the other night when I was completely nurseless, and I went in there and I got the team together. I didn't know half the team because they were new members of staff, and also we had an agency. And I said, right, you know, what's your name? What's your name? We're going to have the best shift ever. And we had the best shift ever. You know, they were fantastic. They really helped me throughout the whole night. I said, how are we doing? Are we winning? Of course we're winning, you know. And it's that. And so what I'm saying from this isn't about trying to sugarcoat stuff. This is about putting, you know, this is about, you know, your positivity and your mindset makes a massive difference to you. So there's nothing we can't handle. There's absolutely nothing we can't handle. You know, you've got the resilience, you've got the mental resolve. So I've written off the next 2, 3, whatever weeks in order for us to stabilize, sort this out, and we'll be absolutely fine. So we've got a few. Amanda's on. Hello, Amanda. How are you doing? You, Norm. How's everyone doing? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Yeah. Here's our Paula. I want to know what you cooked as chef today, Jonathan. Anyway, Paula, right. So what we so we got someone. So whilst I'm in on the weekend, we actually got so Jane was in today, one of my administrators, and she was absolutely fab. So she did today, thank goodness. 4 days of my cooking. That's not great, you know. So that was our. What else we got? Facebook user says hello Facebook user. Yeah, we've got someone there. Hello, young man. They can stay. Here's another one. So absolutely went today in positive. Walk the floors, positivity throughout my heart. There was no, was not there. I did it. Well, thanks to you. Oh, that's really so. Facebook user. We don't know. Obviously, that's someone from the inner circle. it puts Facebook user when if you don't put your name in. But anyway, no, well, thank you for that. And it's we do make a massive difference to each other. And the other bit of good news, and I'll finish on this, is today I got formally informed after 14 months of selection and all the rest of it and interviews. I'm now a Justice of the Peace. I'm going to sit in the criminal court in Liverpool. So I'm now a magistrate, which that's a bit scary, isn't it? And for those of you who are thinking, how the hell is he going to fit all that in? You do in life what you want to do in life, and I will find a way. I'll find a way of making sure that we allocate time, and also you guys as same as me. You could spend all day at your place of work, but I don't want to leave this planet having just said that's all I ever did. In the same way, that's why I left the forces. I didn't want to say that's all I did was just forces. So I went out, started my own business, which is still going to this day. And I'm now doing something which is most rewarding. And the happiest I've ever been in my life is when I'm doing other stuff, which is volunteering. When I'm on the road as a community first responder, I've never been happier. When I'm with my residents, I've never been happier. And I couldn't say that for all the days I was in the forces, ironically. We had some great days and I had some, very rewarding, but, every single day is hugely rewarding. So there you go, folks. Stick at it. Keep going. You're doing absolutely marvelous. And we'll see you all very soon. Keep on smiling and go to it today with your battle knickers up. Bye for now.